Welcome to the My Creative Days podcast, where we will talk about all things DIY, home decor, decorating tips, and creating a beautiful home on a budget. I am hoping our time together will spark a creative idea, help you plan your next DIY, or inspire you to finally tackle that project you keep putting off. Grab your favorite cup of motivation and let's chat. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today I wanted to share some responses I got on my Instagram page, the Furniture Flipping Academy that I created. It was open and you can check it out at learn.mycreativedays.com/academy. And when this podcast comes out, it may be open. I'm not sure yet, but I'm recording this as it is open right now in September. And I asked a question, and I thought this might be helpful to some people that are thinking about furniture flipping, thinking about joining the academy, or just this. Some of this stuff is just like in life in general. So I thought this could be really helpful to some people. It was a question. I always ask for questions. What questions do you have about the academy? And then I leave a little question box. And then I asked, what is holding you back? Like, what is the one thing that is holding you back from being somebody that wants to get inside the academy, who wants to start flipping furniture, but you don't? Like, what is that hookup or hiccup? And so some of the responses I just thought were really, really good. So I just thought I'd share a little bit and then just kind of give you my responses and what I said. So one of them that came in was investing in myself. And so number one, if you can't invest in yourself, what else can you invest in? And I'm not even talking about money. I'm just talking about, I think even, us as moms or us as just like busy women who, you're working and you've got kids or you've got a household to run or you've got pets and you've got, like, we're constantly busy and we do forget to invest in ourselves. If that looks like self-care, if that looks like getting up a half an hour early and maybe working out, doing something for yourself. It's so true. The older I get, if I don't fill my tank, I cannot fill anybody else's tank. I cannot be helpful to somebody else. And if you are somebody that has, you want to start flipping furniture for your home or to sell, if you want to start growing a business around it, it's a goal you have. You see the possibilities. You could like knock this out of the park, but you can't invest in yourself. What can you invest in then? We need to make us, a priority. And I think that 9 times out of 10, we don't. We put ourselves, our needs, our goals, our wants on the back burner all the time. Everybody else's needs and wants, and that all comes first before us. We don't even think about ourselves. And so when you say investing in yourself, we need to start, not saying that anymore, right? Like, we need to invest in ourselves. And again, if it's not for the academy, it may be for something else. Investing in yourself is very important in your life and to reach the goals that you have set forth or that you have, the dreams and goals that you have. Invest in yourself. You have the permission. It's something you need to get in a habit of, and start small. If that means, you get up 10 minutes early just to read a book, or you get up 10 minutes early to journal, or you stay up 10 minutes later to read or to journal, or, you just go for a walk right after dinner. You've made the dinner, everybody's eaten, all of that's taken care of. Now go for a walk just for yourself. You know what I mean? Start small. Start investing in yourself in small ways. And then it should help you, when you have these bigger decisions or you want to take the plunge and join something like the academy, it's just that much easier because you see the importance in it. The next one I got was failing. And I love this. And it's something that I struggled with for so long in so many different ways. And it wasn't until I've read books and listened to podcasts and taken, had coaches and all the things. Failing really isn't a thing. If something doesn't go as you had planned or as you had, saw it going, it's not failing. It's learning what to do and what not to do next time, right? And so this was about the Furniture Flipping Academy. And so failing, you have an entire support system around you in the academy. You have me, you have my team, and then you have furniture flippers surrounded around you that are there to support you. And so, going at it your own, you will definitely, quote unquote, fail here and there, but those are all just going to be, just steps that will show you what to do and what not to do next time. Getting inside the academy is going to help your journey not have so many of those hiccups, to be completely honest. So you can go it alone and learn, and that's exactly how I learned, and it took me years to figure out all the things. Or, join the academy, get in there, and have a lot less of that. But failing, just look at it different. Again, this is like another worded question where it's like, let's just practice what we're saying, what's coming out. And if we can think of failing or failures or it didn't work out like I thought it was going to, but now I know next time I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do this. You know what I mean? Like it's a learning experience. Another one was not being as far along as other flippers. The one thing I love about the furniture flipping journey is that it's not going to look the same for two people at all. Number one, let's just start with the obvious. You're never going to find the two pieces of the same furniture, you and somebody else. Like right there, that simple part of it, it's just never going to be apples to apples. It will always be apples to oranges. And so the academy, when I decided to create it, I told the team, I want everything included inside this academy so that the beginners can get in and get everything they need. But yet, if somebody's been doing this for a long time and want to grow and scale and do other things, they've also got that inside the academy. And so the journey is going to look different for everybody. You're never going to be with or as far along or as, you may be a beginner. Somebody else has been doing it for 5 years. You may be doing it for 5 years and somebody else is coming in as a beginner. You are in this race by yourself. You set your own pace. Beginners or seasoned pros, the academy is for you. And in life, in general, let's stop comparing our journey in general to anybody else's. Again, it's never going to be the same. So how can we compare it? It's never going to be the same, right? Everybody is on this journey of whatever. So if it's work, life, personal, house, whatever it is, stop comparing yourself to what other people have or the journey other people are on or, what people don't have. Stop comparing yourself and not being as far along or not having the house or not having the husband or not, whatever it is. We need to stop comparing ourselves. You're on your own journey, no matter what it is we're talking about. And that's just specific to you and shouldn't be compared to anybody else. Another one was, I am a beginner. So that's kind of the same as what I just said. And then, this kind of goes along with it as well. My skills aren't great yet. That's exactly why you would start something, right? To learn something. So if you're, it's the academy we're talking about, that's exactly why you would get into something like that, because you want to work on your skills. It's just like if you wanted to start working out or you wanted to go from the couch to a 5K. Your skills starting out aren't going to be so great. You may have to walk the first half a mile, and that's all you can do the first day. But the goal is at the end of it that you're running that 5K on race day, right? Well, you've got to build up to that, right? You've got to build up your skills, quote unquote. You've got to build up your endurance. It's just like with anything. Some of these things that come through, and one thing, I did do a live today on my Facebook and Instagram. One thing for me that you will always get from me is I'm not going to sugarcoat and I'm not going to add a lot of fluff. And a lot of these things that I hear, they are excuses, and I've used them. Believe me, I know them. I know them so well. But I also try and stop myself. I try to stop myself when I give the excuse. So I'm a beginner. My skills aren't great yet. These are all things, not being as far along as somebody else, failing. These are all things the things that you're telling me that are that are stopping you, or that are keeping you on the fence, or that are all reasons that you should be getting into it, or you should be doing something different. Does that make sense? So what you're saying is an excuse. Let's put one foot in front of the other. Let's start, taking the step, doing the action. Like I said, a lot of this is just for life in general too. Like, my skills aren't great yet. Well, that's with any job you start. That's with any, workout program. If you're going on a diet, if you, want to learn how to paint, you want to learn how to make pottery, whatever it is, right? Like, we all start somewhere. And then we invest in not just in money all the time. We invest our time, our money, our effort into getting better or getting to the end goal, right? So we just got to watch what we're saying and just watch what excuses we're kind of throwing around in our head. The last one is time. And that's one that I've talked a lot here on the podcast about, the whole time excuse. So I'm not going to go into it a lot here, but again, we all make time for the things we want to do, right? It's amazing if you've got 20 minutes before a store closes and you need 3 things for the kids tomorrow for school. It's amazing how much shopping and, whatever you can get done in that 20 minutes. Whereas if you had all day or 2 days to get it done, it's like you don't have the time, but you've scrolled Instagram and TikTok for 3 hours every day, but you still don't have the time. So it's just the time thing. I could talk your ear off about that, and I'm not going to do that here in this podcast, but you make time for what you want. If you have goals, aspirations, you're inspired to do something, you will make time to get that done. Busy people get stuff done. I love helping busy people because they're determined. They will work around whatever schedule they have to make it happen. So I tell people when they say this, journal for one day, and not even journal, just write down on a piece of paper for one day. When you get up in the morning until you lay down at night, write down how you are spending your day. And even if you work a 9 to 5 outside of the home, write down what you're doing at work. Did you spend a half an hour in the morning, scrolling TikTok? Were you aimlessly browsing, Target online? Were you shopping Amazon online, during the afternoon? Like, write it down, and you will be amazed at where there are pockets of time during your day that you're just wasting, right? But, for the other times, we can find time. Like I said earlier, it's 15 minutes earlier in the morning, 15 minutes later at night. It's nap time. It's during lunch. It's whatever. We make time for the things that we want to do. So, okay, I just thought, when these came in and I was answering them, I just thought this might be helpful to somebody else here on the podcast. So let me know if this is helpful. You can check out the Academy at learn.mycreativedays.com/academy. We open the doors periodically throughout the year. So definitely check it out. Get on the wait list. We always offer when it opens, we always offer the wait list. You get the information first. So any bonuses we have, any coupon codes we have, you will get the information first. So if you head over to the website and it's not open when you hear this podcast, just get on the wait list and you will be notified as soon as it is. But I'd love to see you inside if it's something you've been thinking about. But again, this podcast wasn't necessarily just for that. It's also just kind of talking about these other things and different ways that we use these excuses and what's helped me and just how to think about things a little bit differently. So I hope this was helpful. As always, thank you for sharing the podcast. If you have a topic or something that you would like to hear, email me, Lindsay@mycreativedays.com. Reach out to me on Instagram at mycreativedays. I would love to hear what you'd like to listen to here on the podcast. I always look forward to those messages. So until next time, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I'm grateful that you tune in every week and that you share the show with your family and friends. I love having creative chit chats with you, and my hope is that this podcast will inspire you to try a new project, start a DIY that you've been putting off, and decorate your home exactly how you want it. There are a few ways you can help us with the podcast. Follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. And if you could take a few minutes to leave the podcast a review, that would help us so much. Again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to our chat next week. Bye-bye.